Dodge. I am super pumped to be here. I'm glad you guys are all here to see this car today. For those of you that I don't know that well, I've been at Chrysler and FCA for about 27 years now, a little over 27 years. During that period, I've had the fortune to look after 6 of our 7 brands. But the 5 years from 13 to 15 that I was working on the Dodge brand is probably what most of you associate me with. But the me in that statement is really meaningless. It's really a coincidence of the timing, because during that time, I like to say that Dodge invented itself. Dodge became aware of who it was. Not because it came up with some new technology that changed the industry or led the industry in sales, nor did Dodge see the SUV era coming and get ahead of that. No, the reason is way more subtle, and Dodge is not usually known for being subtle, right? But during that time, it became self-aware that it was a 3% brand. Now you can look at that 2 different ways. The way I look at it is, it's 3% of a huge industry. So 3% is actually big volume if you can make your products way beyond commodities. So we stopped trying to talk to the other 97%, and we owned who we were. We owned that 3%. Because today there's 165 brands globally. Go into any region of the world, people can probably only name, or recognize even, about 60 of them. But there's only one Dodge. Love it or hate it, it has an identity, a personality, and an attitude that separates it from the pack. And our annual What's New event here really reinforces that. It's a good reminder to us that our job is to continue to enable that. Because FCA has 7 different brands, right? It's really kind of a microcosm of what's going on in the industry today. And it's a reminder for us that a brand must stand for something, must stand for that 3%, own it. Because to be honest, selling cars today is not for the faint of heart. Because nobody wants a car, right? At least that's what we hear every day. And the truth is, cars as a body style have dropped from over 50% of the industry. It's expected to go to about 25% by 2022. It's still 25% of a 17 million unit industry though, so there's still a lot of volume there. But it wasn't that long ago that SUVs were unique, and demand far exceeded supply. But today the market is flooded with SUV alternatives. They're not Jeeps, don't get me wrong, they are not Jeeps, but they're SUV alternatives. And still, cars can't match their practicality or functionality, which is exactly why car nameplates are becoming extinct at an alarming pace. So, the question you all want to ask me, is Dodge just the last dinosaur standing? You expect me to tell you no, it's not. But rather than do that, I want to share a couple stats with you. In the last 10 years, Challengers and Chargers sales have increased over 60%. Chargers sold more than 80,000 units in the last 7 years consecutively. Last year, Challenger had its best sales year ever since it was launched in 1970. Last year, when cars were going away. Combined, they sold nearly 150,000 units at a transaction price that's 25% higher than the mainstream average, with the youngest, most engaged buyer in the industry. And it earned Dodge the award as the most loved automotive brand on Facebook last year. So how is Dodge bucking those industry trends? By introducing a continuous stream of vehicles that resonate with the performance enthusiasts. You guys know this better than anything. Not because of the new platforms or the new sheet metal, it's because we continuously reach for the next plateau. Many of you were there. In 2015 model year, we launched the new Chargers and Challengers. We introduced our new best-selling nameplate, the Scat Pack. We quickly followed that with the 707 horsepower Hellcat. Another couple months after that, we put the Hellcat in the Charger. In 17, we brought back the T8 and the Daytona. Then in 18, we surprised the world with the Demon, a street-legal drag car that could run the quarter mile faster than any production car. Oh yeah, it could pull a wheelie too. Nobody saw that one coming. We thought that was our muscle car, Mike Trump. Turns out the enthusiasts said, no, we want even more. So we took the wide body kit, we put it on the Challenger. We took the engine out of the Demon, Put it in the Hellcat, called for the red eye, 797 horsepower, available to everybody. And we launched a drag car for the grassroots enthusiasts called the 1320. It's essentially a nearly 500 horsepower demon for about 45 grand. An amazing deal if you think about the price point. Now, let's put that into perspective. In the last 4 years, we've sold more than 35,000 supercharged units, putting more than 26 million horsepower into the hands of the Dodge enthusiasts. That's like saying, look, play with fireworks, right? That's a strong list of performance product enhancements. But I mentioned how engaged the Dodge fans were. They're also not afraid to call us out on social media. So they quickly noticed that the scales were tipped in the favor of the Challenger and not as much in the favor of the Charger. So today is step one in rectifying that. And it just makes sense because the Charger is a car unlike anything else. It's the only four-door muscle car. And a large part of Charger's success formula has been its multiple personalities. It's a four-door muscle car. It's a performance sedan. It's a badass family car. It comes in rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, engine lineup all the way from Pentastar to 707 horsepower Hellcats. Dodge and SRT have pushed the boundaries of what a full-size sedan can, maybe even should be. So what's left? What else do we do with a four-door family-capable car? Well, we push it even further, literally expanding the high-performance product by giving it a wide body, America's first and only wide-body four-door muscle car. Come on, guys, a little action. The 2020 Hellcat Widebody. Now, the first thing you're going to notice, obviously, is the front and rear fascias are now completely integrated with the widebody kit. And if possible, gives the Charger an even more aggressive and menacing attitude. You see this thing on the road, there's no way it's not going to get your attention. But the upgrades run much deeper than that. The widebody kit adds 3.5 inches to the car, which allowed us to upgrade the suspension as well. So you now have 20x11 forged wheels with 305/35 P0s, 32% stiffer springs, larger sway bars, revised valving in the Bilstein shocks, and a new customizable electric power steering, which was not previously available in the Hellcat. All working together to make this the best handling Charger we've ever built. Pulls 0.96 Gs on the skid pad with a family-capable sedan. Now, you guys know the kind of stuff I like. All that extra rubber also allows it to get off the line faster, delivering 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds and the quarter mile in 10.96, on its way to 196 mile an hour top speed. Now, it may be the fastest and most powerful mass-produced sedan in the world, but we didn't forget the majority of our Chargers are also daily drivers. So we upgraded the interior as well. There's a new carbon fiber interior package, suede headliner, pillars, and visors. And the wide body is standard on the Hellcat. Now, if you don't need 707 horsepower, but you still want a wide body, we're going to offer it in the Scat Pack as well. The Scat Pack has become our best-selling trim. It is the most popular model that we have, and it is the most horsepower per dollar of anything that we have. Now, on top of the wheels, flares, and tires that you get with the Hellcat, you're also going to get 6-piston Brembos, adaptive damping suspension, and a unique SRT-tuned competition suspension. So, what's next? Well, we're going to do what we do. More. We're throwing more horsepower, more rubber, and more brake at this, and we're going to take it to Pikes Peak this weekend and see what it'll do. Thank you.